doing some work on the Jeep. Probably won't get a ton of people watching, but it's because I haven't been uploading for a while, neglecting YouTube. But hopefully get back into it. Kind of trying to get settled in. We got a new place here, so I got my garage set up. All the cars are stuffed in here. Got the Jeep kind of back over here, working on it. Doing some paint correction. So it's nice and shiny. So what we've done was I took apart the front clip. So all the grill and the bumper and everything, that's all come off because I'm gonna refresh all that. That's gonna get all replaced, updated, new plastics and everything. And then we got new doors. So I've just hung this door today. And got Josie back here.
Here, take your damn package. I don't want to be in your video.
So brand new door. Just did all the paint correction, buffing, polishing, everything. This door was painted without the vehicle. It was just done. So keep in mind the vehicle's got 3-year-old paint. The door's about 2-month-old paint. And you can really see, sadly, the fender versus the door, a definite color change. But it's not so bad back here, which is interesting. A little bit. But I'm not going to cry about it because it's a Jeep. I just wanted to clean it up and replace the door. So this door is brand new, not all torn up. You can see it's nice and good shape. So probably do some sound deadening, and then I got to put the window regulator in it and then all the parts, and we're going to get all the new like door latches and just kind of freshen this thing up. And then of course the door panel goes on it like on the other side. So this is the older door. So actually this is the one I just pulled off. So you guys wondering why I replaced doors. This is the damage from the wall. And obviously there's no wall in it right now. So we've removed the wall and we're going back to a no wall setup because I kind of want to utilize the Jeep again, kind of in its stock form. But we still have the mids and highs up front. I'm gonna replace, obviously get the door put back together. And then in the back, if I can get this open enough. We have a setup back here that I'm working on. So it's really going to be a platform that the amps go inside of, and then it gives me a place to put enclosures. And on each side, I have these kind of like cubby setups, and that's what I'm going to use to put capacitors and batteries. So we'll have a little video eventually about that. It's just the best utilization of my space. Can't speak today. And then it allows me to quickly interchange enclosures. So if I want to test out stuff, I do a lot of enclosure testing for Gately audio, so it should be easy to slide stuff in and out. I also added a sound bar. That's like a factory sound bar that I did bed liner on. I use a lot of Raptor liner, so got that put in, and it's not totally finished. Good old Jeep. So she's still around. Obviously, I haven't taken it out very much for shows or anything. If you saw a few videos ago, we did get it lifted. So I had to put a lift on it myself. It's a Rubicon Express 4.5-inch lift on some 33s. Like the tires so far. But yeah, you can see the paint looks pretty damn good considering it is a Jeep. I don't think it's going to get a ton of off-road use anymore. I mean, I do take it on like snow trips and stuff, but for the majority of its time, it stays in the garage now, and it's going to be kind of a mall crawler. But as you know, this is like a audio build, and that's kind of what I use it for. So, but yeah, this thing by itself built the whole channel, and it's kind of cool to still see it here. But a little bummed that the door paint colors don't match perfectly, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading your comments here. We actually have a few people watching, so thanks guys for jumping on. It's been a long time, I know, and I've just been busy. So I actually just got a place. So this is our house. kind of out here in the neighborhood. So that's what we've been up to, is a lot of moving and all that. And I picked up my little Ford truck, so I got a little truck. And then I got the Civic. That's the wifey's Camry. Well, she's not wife yet, but I've proposed. We're getting married next year. So again, there's another reason why I haven't been on YouTube, but we're getting married, and you've probably seen her in some videos. But yeah, okay, let me get back to the questions here. We got 15 people, surprisingly, and this is just a kind of a boring update, but figured I'd share with you guys what I'm up to. Everyone's saying hi, so hi everyone. So the 312's on about 7,000 watts, because I'm gonna run 3.5 Ks for now, but I'll be able to expand if I want to. I don't have the enclosure on me right now. It's at my folks' place. I got some storage over there going. We built some sheds, so I utilize that. But I'm waiting on Gately Audio to get their new 12s in stock. So I'll be switching over to Gately Audio woofers, and the JVFs are going to some other people who need them. And then, yeah, so that's what's going on with this thing. So we'll be playing around with 212, 312 setups. Yeah, and then the Camry is looking good over here. So this is her car, Josie's car. Needs detailed, and I'm gonna be doing a ceramic coat on that, and it's got a build in it. Do you have your key, babe?
No, bye-bye.
She's not gonna show you guys the box. You're not gonna show everyone the box?
No, I'm going on a walk.
Oh, okay, well, we can't mess with the lady who's walking. You all know that. But if she comes back, maybe she'll open the back. But I have a video I've been slowly putting together for this car. It's a single 12 in a 4th order, and it's pretty badass. I just haven't figured out the vehicle itself. It kind of does a automatic level of the subwoofer, so it'll turn down the subwoofer volume randomly, and I don't know what it's doing and why. So I haven't done enough research, but it's either something to do with like microphones it has inside that it's using to listen, or there's just something built into the amplifier or the head unit that controls. But anyway, that's a little bit annoying, but she does have a nice little system in there. But yeah, we'll get to that video eventually. And then of course the Civic is doing its thing. We've been using it for a lot of testing. So it's my Civic SI. It's doing a lot of testing for Gately Audio as well, so I'll have videos on that soon. But yeah, so let's see. We got a few more comments, maybe. Saying hi from Australia. That's pretty cool. All kind of people. So yeah, so what am I doing with the Jeep? Well, obviously throwing the door on. I'm gonna be re-tinting it, because that tint is the original tint I had in this when I was a kid, that I got put on like back in high school, and then we built the wall and it got damaged, but surprisingly most of it's in okay shape, but like I totally ripped it up here. So I'm gonna be cleaning the glass out, you know, with a razor blade and heat gun or whatever I gotta do, and then installing a kit. I might try to install it myself with a pre-cut kit, because I kind of want to learn a little bit about tinting, and I'm kind of priding myself with the fact that I've built this thing 100% myself for all these years, including the detailing here. So I've been practicing how to do professional level car detailing. So, I mean, I don't have a nice setup yet, but playing with some different products. I mean, some good brands, and then I want to get into ceramic coating. The only downside is that the Jeep is a cheap single stage paint job, so it means it has no clear. So this gloss is about as much as I'm going to get out of it, because this is just really buffing the paint down, and I'm asking it to do all that legwork for as far as the clarity of the paint. But I mean, it's not too bad. And then so due to cut and polish, I got a couple of different tools, different orbitals and such, but did cut and polish with McGuire's products, and then I am topping it off with this product. This product is aimed to help protect single stage paints. It's got an acrylic base to it, so it kind of, once it's applied and buffed out, it will cure after a certain amount of time, and then it acts like kind of a clear coat. It's like a long-term sealant. So this is what I'll be using. And then once that's cured, I use this on all my vehicles, but I use CarPro Reload. This is also a sealant, SiO2 car sealant. This is a really good brand and product. I use this as a detailer mixed with other products. So obviously I keep a lot of stock. But if you mix these two products together at the correct ratios, you can Google this. It makes a really nice car detailer that brings a lot of shine. And that's what I use in the Civic. The Civic hasn't been cleaned in over 2 weeks, and you can see it's still really looking good. It's got a ceramic coating on it, and then the this detail spray I make with the CarPro Reload. So I'll do like a straight CarPro Reload coat on it like every 3 months or so, and then in between washes I'll just do the mix of these two products, and that's a nice detailing and good for doing it at like shows and stuff. So I'm trying to prep the paint on this car to get me to the same kind of ability on this, where I can continue to use CarPro Reload, and then this. So that's what I'm doing with that. Yeah, I'm gonna do C quartz if I do the coating on the Camry. That's probably what I'm gonna go with. As far as ceramic coat, I think that's what's on the Civic, but I had this done when I bought the car, and it wasn't me who did it. But definitely is a huge deal. If you guys have never messed with ceramic coats, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, so I mean, if you could feel the paint right now, it feels really slick and smooth. There's no to really level the paint. Where if we come around to like this side of the truck that I haven't worked on yet, it's really dirty. But so this is our old door that I'm getting rid of. If you feel this paint, you almost can hear it. You feel like it kind of like a light sandpapery feel. You can hear it. It drags. Once you've done all the paint correction, it's a different thing altogether. No sound. So it feels really smooth. But yeah, anyway, that's what I'm up to. And like I was saying in the beginning of the video, we're redoing the front end of the vehicle too. So I got all the grill and everything off. It's gonna get all new plastics, new bumper, everything. Just because they're all original 30-year-old plastics and they've been sun-baked. Like here's the grill that came off, and you can see it's caked in mud and stuff. And the plastic is in kind of just rough shape. So again, mall crawler. It doesn't see too much mud, but I mean, it's been off road a little bit. And then if we go underneath, this is my suspension setup. So there's the lift kit right there is a 4.5-inch Rubicon Express. And then I did all the Grand Cherokee steering linkages. So they're all kind of beefed up, heavier duty steering components. And then control arms. It's still a short arm kit, so nothing too extreme, but that's what we got going. And then did the drop brackets. So these drop brackets lower the control arm down, so you have a better angle on that, and then it's a less aggressive feeling ride, so it'll take bumps better. So there's that, and then we have the shocks on there, the Bilsteins, braided brake lines, everything. And then in the back, it's still a leaf spring setup. So we got a 4-inch leaf spring setup. We got the shackles and the shackle relocation brackets, so I could get the shackle angle correct. These are still the stock shackles, so they don't travel too much. So I think I'm going to get a little bit of a longer shackle. That way I have that kind of swinging motion there. That's going to soften out the ride. But I got the shackle angles fairly well positioned, considering it's still like a stock shackle. And then again, some Bilsteins in the back. We got the crappy Dana 35 rear end, so I'm going to be swapping that out eventually for something else, probably like a junkyard Chrysler 8 1/4, just something a little bit stronger, but something worth re-gearing because I need to re-gear this. It's still got the stock gears, and it's a little bit sluggish with those, so slowly and surely just kind of tinkering away. I think my ultimate goal is just to continue having a really clean rig that's somewhat era correct looking, but still cool. So I've kind of done the blacking out of things. The new tint will be on there. And then obviously inside it's decked with a nice audio build, so I can really just take this thing out for a cruise and just enjoy listening to whatever. But yep, so that's where it's at. But yeah, we got our new place here. It's a nice little neighborhood. And then show you guys what else I'm up to. So since I'm not doing too much on YouTube, it's because I've been busy both with my professional job and moving in, and then also car shows. I'm actually judging stereo competitions. So if you want to see the competitions I'm doing, you can go on my Facebook page, Iasca, California, and I post up events. So I'm an Iasca judge and a Mecca judge, but I primarily have been doing Iasca. And I got my office set up here, so this is kind of my little go-to place. And these are all my trophies from the Jeep. And then if we move along over here, this room's kind of empty right now. This is kind of a trophy building room and just kind of extra stuff right now. But so these are all the trophies that are for the show I have going on next weekend. So we'll be in Vallejo, California. I'm doing a 2X Iasca event with a car show kind of alongside of it. So if you guys are interested in that, I think I posted it up on my YouTube feed, and then it's on my Instagram and Facebook pages. If you're interested in coming out and you're in the Bay Area, California, you can win one of these. I'm not totally finished building them, so there's more parts that go together, but assembling the trophy kits. So yeah, I'm actually judging and doing all that now, and it's fairly fun. I'm still kind of learning, and it's a slow startup, trying to get people to attend to my shows. But we're getting there, and there's my subwoofers. There's 2 of them. These are being sold, and we'll say goodbye to the JVFs, but these are some beast subwoofers for sure. And these have been played pretty well. They're still really stiff, but I'm gonna be swapping them out. So that's what's happening with those, and that's what's going on with car audio stuff in general. It's about all the big updates I have. I just haven't been on YouTube much just because we're really busy. And you can tell our house isn't even furnished totally yet. So we have a big empty kitchen room, but we're getting there. We got to put, obviously build a living room. That's coming up. So we're going along with that. And then just for the ease of maintenance, we didn't get a big backyard or anything. If I can get my door open. So just like a little patio space and a little bit of grass. It's pretty small, but we didn't want to have a ton of maintenance because we're not here often enough to really need a huge backyard space. And then there's a cat, the grumpy kitty. You're a grumpy cat. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a quick kind of rundown of where things are right now. And the reason why we haven't been uploading much is because we've just been moving and doing so many other things. Josie just got back from her walk, so she's going to show you guys.
There you go.
Isn't this box supposed to light up?
Yeah, I told you that.
Oh. Yeah, I've been a bad fiance. So we installed this subwoofer box, and I haven't actually mounted it to the vehicle yet. So sometimes if she gets a little bit excited with the gas pedal, it'll actually slide, and it actually unplugs the LC2Y line output converter. So I think it's just unplugged at the moment. But normally, all right, we'll talk to you later, babe. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi.
She's embarrassed. anyway, it's supposed to light up blue when you open the trunk, but I got to get that reconnected. And what I'm going to do is basically make an angle bracket that bolts to the box and then bolts into the vehicle with a nut cert. And that'll be kind of completing my video on this. So I have a full video of the installation, but I think I started the video like 4 months ago and never got it finished. So, but this is her setup and it looks good in here and it will light up blue. So you'll see all that in the upcoming video when I get around to finalizing. The big thing was I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with the vehicle and the way it controls the subwoofer channel. It just lowers the volume randomly and then increases it again. And I haven't figured out what sort of bypass I can do with that. And the audio control LC2I doesn't seem to be taking care of it very well. So either I have an adjustment that I need to work on, or there's just something inherent with the vehicle that I have to figure out how to get around. Some people have told me about the JL fix is supposed to fix it. But again, I'm not too familiar with the Camry and how it operates. Whereas like the Civic, the LC2I was just a really simple installation. The Civic doesn't do anything special to the signal. So it sounds great, but the Camry is a little finicky, but when it is playing, it does sound really nice. So we'll be working on that, but yeah, so I thought it was speed volume, but it doesn't seem to be consistent. It will do it while you're driving as well. And I've gone through the head unit. There's no setting that actually changes how that acts. I don't know exactly what to do, but anyway, we'll get around to that. If I don't discover something, there'll still be some sort of video, and then I'll put some sort of disclaimer. But I really wanted to find the answer to all that before uploading the video, because it's more of a professional level installation video where anybody who's got a Camry should be able to pick up and learn how to install correctly the full install. But we'll get to that. But if you guys have any ideas, of course, you can leave comments. This is the Camry XSE, so it does have a different head unit and infotainment system than some of the others. It's board navigation and all that, so it's been a challenge finding people who have the same vehicle. But I talked to a guy who had an SE, and he had some suggestions, but then when we went and looked at the settings on this head unit, they are different, so I couldn't come to a conclusion. But anyway, that's where that is. And then we got some tools in here and all that, but I need to get a toolbox, and put it over there somewhere and clear out some things. But I've really tried to downsize all the stuff I have and kind of limit how much work I'm actually doing out of my garage right now. But as you can tell, it's messy. But all right, so let's see. Craig Jacobs is watching. The fix and TWK are good. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing about for this car. Maybe that's what I have to end up doing. And I just got to figure out how I want to wire that in, because I really don't want to mess with the factory mids and highs. I don't have a problem with them. They sound good to me. It's just really getting that subwoofer channel figured out. So we'll get there. But yeah. Oh, I'm in major trouble. I was supposed to mount the box. Yeah, I didn't mount her box yet. But yeah, so this is what we're working with. But and I also wanted to try to avoid swapping out the head unit in this if I could, just because of how integrated it is to this vehicle and the fact it has a navigation and all that. She really's gotten used to it, and I don't want to mess with it. But it is what it is. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to go over other than we broke the wing on the Civic. So I got it taken apart a little bit. So you can see there's supposed to be trim under there. And I've, in the past, tried to repair it with epoxy, and it's all broke. So I think my little package in the mail just now is supposed to be wing braces, so I got to install them here. It's supposed to kind of support it. But we'll see. It's just from the trunk rattling so hard. But yep, so we'll see. But yeah, guys, so I think I'll flip the camera around. You haven't seen my face for a little bit, but just saying hi. So I think we're gonna end the video here pretty quickly. I've been just kind of rambling, and then losing my voice already, but it's good to see you guys and talk to you guys a little bit. I'm trying really hard. I want to put some videos together. Trying to get back into enclosure designing a little bit, so trying to keep myself busy. But anyways, we are gonna call this a video for now. But yeah. Anyway, guys, till next time. Appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna hopefully get some content out pretty soon. So, see you guys.